Wait a moment, hold on, and then think, is this what I have been meaning to do all this while? Is this where I wanted to be? Shetty, and welcome back to my channel to help you create the life that you want and to become the best version of yourself. So without any further ado, let's get started because today's video is about mid-year review. We are already hitting mid-2021 even before we could realize. So let's get started. It's high time to do a mid-year review. If you don't once in a while look at what you like doing, what you don't like doing, what do you want to change about yourself, or maybe what do you want to do more often? Or let's imagine that you are so action oriented, that you're so busy doing what you're doing that suddenly after a while you realize, like, wait a moment, hold on, and then think, is this what I have been meaning to do all this while? Is this where I wanted to be? Well, if you see yourself in such a space, then it's a sign it's time for reflection. Well, the most common scenario where people indulge in reflections is generally the New Year's, obviously, and then your birthdays, then mid-years, then monthly, quarterly, all of this. You know, it's always better than doing it once in a year, that is in the month of December, and then wondering where did the entire year go by. It's always a good idea to do it in regular intervals. So mid-year is the best possible time to do it. So let's get started. And yes, how could I forget? I have a good news for you. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a free downloadable, printable, editable PDF where I'm going to share with you entire ritual of reflection, especially for mid-year in all areas of your life. Well, this piece is going to make your reflection process absolutely hassle-free. So I highly insist that you download it. The link is in the description box below. Do not forget. Let's move on. Well, the first step is to track your progress. Basically, it's a process of identifying how far you have come in the process of just 6 months period. So how do we do it? In the PDF given below, I have shared every area of your life in different boxes, and all you need to do is write down in detail on the tiniest of the progress that you have made in every single area of your life. You know, it kind of and also don't forget to rate yourself at the scale of 1 to 10. It kind of gives you a clarity on where you were in the beginning of Jan and where you right now at this moment. Secondly, celebrate your wins. I have a quick disclaimer to make. You know, it's been a freaking challenging year, so you don't really have to move mountains to even count it as an accomplishment. Be absolutely compassionate to yourself and make sure that you make every tiny accomplishment or a win count. Share your wins with somebody you're absolutely comfortable with, be it your best friend, your spouse, your sibling, your business bestie, your accountability partner. Well, the reason why I'm asking you to do it in the first place is because sharing it with them will actually help you register it very strongly deep down in your subconscious mind. So every time you do, you feel you're not doing enough, it kind of pops up, and you know, it's very reassuring. So try it. Also write them down, keep it recorded or even document it. Well, there are two reasons why I ask you to do it. One, by the end of the year, you kind of get a clarity on how your entire year has gone by. It will make your year-end review a lot more easier, simpler, and go to. Secondly, it will also give you a clarity on how your next 6 months is going to go. And it actually helps you divide the entire year into 2 parts and, you know, look at it individually, the kind of progress, improvements, drawbacks, all of it. It comes very handy. So here I am sharing with you a couple of my wins. So one of the major wins that I have in the space of YouTube is, you know, I started vlogging. Before, when I just started YouTube, I was like, I am not a vlogging person at all, you know, not my thing. However, one fine day I just thought, let me just give it a shot to even, you know, to even come to a conclusion if it's my thing or not. I just thought I'll give it a shot, and if it doesn't work, well done, I wouldn't do it again. But then when I did it, I kind of loved it so much so that, you know, also, you know, I also get feedbacks on the comment section saying, you know, they like watching my vlogs. So I'm like, voila, let me do it more often. Secondly, and I consider this to be one of the major milestones in the year 2021, is I started my Mirosome Image Coaching Academy, and I've launched a batch, and the batch is going so well. It's basically a space where I help people create specifically women, create an image that works wonders for them, and it's going so well, and I'm so happy about it. That's one of the things. Again, a major goal this year for me was to slow down. I think I took it a little more too seriously and I slowed down a little too much, but then never mind. I'm just glad I did it, because last year was quite an overwhelming year for me. I was thoroughly burnt out, so I kind of relaxed more often, at least in the span of last 6 months. Well, I have to admit, I was driven by numbers to quite an extent. The algorithm, the likes, shares, the views, all of them did affect me to quite an extent. However, not anymore, and thank God for it. I really wonder, where did this come from? The kind of shift that I've seen myself not bothering about number anymore, but thank God it happened. I now go ahead and create content, put my heart out to it, irrespective of whether I'll see results or not. Well, I think I'm in a good space right now that way, and a tiny pat on my back for that, because I really did not think this would happen this soon, so not bad. I also went on to unfollow a couple of people on Instagram who were only following me and not engaging. So that way, I think I've made quite a bit progress, and I'm really looking for quality over quantity. The theme of the year for me this year is growth, personal growth. And one of the things that I did to achieve this is to invest in really good quality courses and programs, and I'm actually seeing results, and I'm very happy about. Personal growth and personal development is something that I live for and I talk about, and this is what the channel is all about too. But I think investing money, time and energy for myself is of utmost importance, and I'm so happy that I'm taking out time for that. Well, one of a tiny goal this year was to create a couple of challenges on Instagram, and I already did two. One, a reading challenge in the month of January, and in the month of February, on the day of Valentine's Day, I actually created a 7-day self-love challenge where I received quite a good response, and I'm pretty happy about it too. Newsletters is one of the things that I had in my goals, and I'm so happy to share with you that I've already started bi-weekly newsletters for Mirosome. So for people, if you're a lady who want to create an image that works absolutely wonders for them, you need to be on my mail list. And if you are not, and if you want to be, make sure to comment in the comment section below, and we'll help you through get that. I finally got my health checkup done, and trust me, it's not a big thing, but I was a pro at procrastinating it forever and ever, and finally when I got it done, I'm like, thank God, one thing done off my list. I managed to read 4 books in 2021. Well, trust me when I say this, it's much less than what I thought, but remember, this year we are going to celebrate every tiny win, so why not? 4 books is good a number. I also managed to work on rebranding Mirosome all over again, and also building product suites to cater different requirements of different people. Nurturing relationship was one of the goals this year, and I'm so happy. It's not like I did a fantastic job at it, but then not bad, because I really tried to put myself out there, get in touch with people I love, and genuinely try to create conversations with people, with newer people. And I'm happy to say I have quite a few people who are very integral part of my life, who probably I didn't even know they existed a year back. So, good job, not bad. So once we look at what worked and all the wins, it's time to look at what did not work in the last 6 months. And trust me, I have my list ready. In the name of taking it slow, I kind of gave me a lot of lenience and a buffer time. Also because I had a full-time job, I thought I deserved that kind of break. Probably because of that, I did not give myself a strict deadline, which is why the result, a lot of goal spending. Secondly, the distractions. I have to admit, they're all self-imposed, because I really do not have anybody to distract me except for my obsession with social media. My brand new obsession is these reels, some amazing and interesting creative reels out there. I can't stop myself but scroll, but it's such a speed breaker in my life right now in all areas. I really need to catch up. And finally, what to change? There are the things what you could probably do differently last 6 months, or probably do better moving forward in the next 6 months. Well, the first and the most important thing for me is to create systems and routines. This is something I so deeply believe in, and I'm really hoping, by the end of 6 months, that's going to be a new normal, new lifestyle change that I successfully adopt. This will basically help me fix a lot of areas, in fact, all areas of my life, from workout to food habits, to reading a lot more, to winding up my work, creating a work-life balance, and much more. Secondly, I think one of the things that I've stopped myself because I'm not too confident about it is probably going live. Not because I'm not comfortable talking, I do, but I also feel that I can make tons of mistakes. You know, one example is me doing in between. Mostly because in the process of excitement of talking, I kind of lose my thoughts after a point and I do not know what to say suddenly. And you know, you don't have this luxury of stopping there and editing it and then redoing it. So that's something stopping me very strongly in terms of going live. But this year, I mean, the next 6 months, I'm definitely going live, at least on Instagram. Stay tuned. Finally, the one thing that I really want to see myself change is to take one day off, completely off in a week. Well, you must be wondering, such big deal, you know, just take it off. But trust me, I do not have that luxury because I have a day job and I have more than one side hustles, and it becomes too challenging at times. So I'm really hoping, you know, one day I'll figure it out, and that day it's going to be a dream come true. Well, this was my mid-year audit video and I'm so happy to share with you to make your life a lot more easier. I've created a PDF, downloadable printable PDF. Click the link in the description box below and also give me the feedback on how the process was like for you. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.